This question states negative 6 squared plus negative 4 squared over negative 5 is equal to what? So before we start this question, let's look at this negative 6 squared and this negative 4 squared. So when we're looking at this negative 4 squared in parentheses, another way of looking at it is negative 4 times negative 4, which is going to give us a positive 16. Now when we're looking at this one, negative 6 to the second power, I'm going to rewrite it as negative 6 times 6, which in this case is going to be negative 36. So in this case, the parentheses really do matter. Another way of looking at this would be with the parentheses like this, which would be negative 6 squared. So I rewrote negative 6 squared as negative 36 and a negative 4 squared as a positive 16. So now all we're going to do is we're going to subtract 36 from 16, which is going to give us a negative 20. So we have negative 20 over negative 5. And the rules that apply for multiplication apply to division as well. So in this case, a negative 5 can go into a negative 20. How many times? A positive 4 times. So when you're dividing a negative from a negative, the answer is going to become a positive, much like when you're multiplying a negative times a negative. So in this case, a negative 20 divided by a negative 5 is going to give us a positive 4. And positive 4 is going to be our final answer. This question states, negative 51 over 6, 3 over 7 is equal to what? So when first starting this problem, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this 6, 3 over 7 into an improper fraction. So in this case, I'm going to multiply the whole number by the denominator and then add the numerator. So this is going to be 6 times 7, which is 42, plus 3, which is 45. So now we have negative 51 over 45 over 7. So in this case, I don't like seeing all these levels here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this in a linear fashion. I'm going to write it as negative 51 divided by 45 over 7. So now, negative 51 over 45 over 7 is rewritten as negative 51 divided by 45 over 7. Now, when you're dividing fractions, what you're going to do is that you're going to invert the second number. Inverting means flipping the numbers over, making 7 go on the top and the 45 go on the bottom, and then multiply the fractions together. So I rewrote negative 51 to be negative 51 over 1, because any whole number can be over 1, times 7 over 45. And all we're going to do is we're going to work across, we're going to multiply across the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. So negative 51 times 7 is going to give us 357. And then 1 times 45 is going to give us 45. And this is negative. So we have negative 357 over 45. 45 can go into 357 7 times with the remainder of 42. So negative 7, 42 over 45 is going to equal to negative 7, 14 over 15, because 3 can go into 42 14 times, and 3 can go into 45 15 times. So negative 51 over 6, 3 over 7 is going to be equal to negative 7, 14 over 15. And that is my final answer.